Right, so I'm joined today by Dave Cox, the Business Development Manager for Wincor Nixdorf, one of our SAP Business All-in-One partners in the UK. Dave, you're here to talk today a bit more about what Wincor Nixdorf did to win a deal so successfully and quickly early on from joining as a reseller. Can you tell us a bit more about the challenges you faced as a new reseller?
Yeah, of course I will. So I'll just give you a bit of background. We first signed as a retail VAR in June of 2009, and we closed our first deal in September of 2009. So it was a 3-month period, 3-month sales cycle really, from when we first connected with the customer through to closing the actual deal, which is a new VAR. Did have its difficulties, obviously, because we were still getting our pre-sales guys up to speed. And with that, SAP were really helpful in doing that. They supplied pre-sales to us during the actual sales cycle, which helped us get over those initial hurdles of learning on the job as well, I could say, from our pre-sales delivery. Now our guys are all up to speed, so it was really helpful from an SAP perspective. And also I think working alongside SAP, the joint branding between SAP and Wincor Nixdorf, they're both very strong brands in each field. SAP is a solution provider and Wincor Nixdorf from a retail solutions provider as well. So it's been a tough start, but what I want to do is sort of go through and talk around how we've got to where we are today, how we're continuing to build our pipeline, and how we see our future moving forward. So the way we've structured our pipeline build and how we've been managing our pipeline is by breaking down into micro verticals. So we split the retail industry into, shall I say, into discount or value retailers, fashion retailers, luxury, and multi-channel. And what we've done then is we've broken down to see which would be key business benefit areas or business pain areas within those organisations, and then found out which area of the business, as in a CEO, CFO, CIO, head of retail development, that area would fit, and then we've actually targeted that person via a telesales campaign. Now that's, when I say a telesales campaign, that's probably quite a grand title for what we've actually done. It's mainly been myself making some telephone calls and working closely with my colleague at SAP, which has been doing combined telephone calls out. We've done some mailings and so forth, and that's how we've managed to build up our pipeline to where it is today.
Great, so a fairly simple but effective formula that you were talking about there. Can you tell us a little bit more about the future and what you see as important to continue your success?
Well, the future for us and how we continue to be what I see as a successful retail VAR in the UK is continuing to work very closely with SAP. I probably speak to SAP at least on a daily basis. I speak to my channel sales manager at least 2-3 times a week, and that's to just touch base, to understand, so that we know both where we're going and what we're doing, but also to understand what's new to the market from an SAP perspective. SAP brings so many more solutions and offerings to the marketplace. We need to understand what they are and get skilled on those via the online learning that all of the guys from a pre-sales and a sales perspective have done at Wincor Nixdorf to take that out to market. The other part is as well, we just want to work with SAP, keep you involved. I've touched on it already, but the joint branding is a massive piece, and when you speak to a retailer, they know SAP, they know Wincor Nixdorf, so they know what they're going to get in the end is a trusted advisor, 2 organisations that are going to be there for the long term, and what they're delivering is an all solution, which is a one-stop shop. From a Wincor Nixdorf perspective, we can offer software, hardware, services and support, and there's no other retail VAR in the UK that can offer that type of solution. So how are we going to continue to drive pipeline? We'll continue doing our telemarketing. We'll also do a more defined telemarketing campaign by introducing third-party organisations to do some real defined calling. But really it's just continue to work with SAP, continue getting the joint branding out there, and just continue to make sure you speak to the customers and you understand what their pain points are and what the SAP solutions are to fit into the business requirements.
Great. So lots of telemarketing, pipeline generation activities in the future. Dave, thanks very much for your time today, and look forward to hearing about more Wincor Nixdorf deals in the future.
Thank you.